All right then. So every once in a while, an eager seeker after truth gets in touch and says, "So, how come you haven't put up all your bike sessions because you jumped from 9 to 39 to whatever, whatever?" And the reason for that is not that I'm cherry picking, which of course is what I accuse the YouTube losers of doing a lot. It's simply because there's just so many of these sessions now that putting them all up is just flooding the marketplace, so to speak. But I will say this, and that is that anybody who wants to see sessions that I have not posted, my email is at the end of every one of the videos. Just drop me a line and simply say, I would like to see so and so, whatever. And I'll happily put it up and just, with a private link or whatever it takes. Most of these have been processed. Most of these I've remembered to put in the blackjack win that offset, like for instance this one here, where baccarat loses 21,300 and blackjack wins 70,000. That happens. I'm not sure what happened with 970. If somebody asked me nicely, I'm sure I could go somewhere into the archive and find it. But the point is that there's so much information on the channel now, and there's so much sameness in that every demo after demo after demo after demo, we're kicking ass, and I just sort of wonder, well, what can I do? And like I say, if you want to see, what came before, I will find it for you and send you a link to the appropriate whatever. But I mean, bikes started down here, and the whole bike thing sort of evolved. It just got it got bigger and bigger, like Topsy. So I mean, everything is recorded in Baccarat Win Pro, so there's no chance of me cheating anybody or faking anything. It's just, and I love that. I mean, I really appreciate that, because I do think there's a lot of fakery and fiddling goes on with the YouTube professional losers. Particularly the heavy hitters, the guys with large audiences who want to keep people on side. But here it is. I'm just doing this now to show a few. Like I just did 4 out of time, didn't I? But it's there for you to go back to if you want to. And here is eventually. Here is 5, page 5. So there we're going back to the beginning of March. And, you can see the picture. I mean, look, here was a real shitty experience, closely followed by 2 large wins, which is what happens when you roll over. You have to roll over your loss to date. These guys, the pro losers, they keep going back to the table, and it's like they're starting afresh. They forget all about their prior losses. They just roll on, and then do what really kind of frustrates me, and it's their money. So I have no control over these things. But, they don't chase winning streaks. They don't take advantage. What we're about is exploiting patterns. So if we're in the hole and a potential winning streak begins, in other words, we get a win trigger, we don't know that it's going to continue. Of course we don't. We're not clairvoyant, but we have to make sure that we've got the right money out at the right time, so that if it does go our way, and if the next one after that goes our way, then we can turn around in a hurry. Because what we always want to do is to turn around in fewer bets than the number of bets it took us to get into deep doo-doo in the first place. And that's why, the whole deal is about winning more when you win than you lose when you lose. And I have so many people, especially squawkers, acting on behalf of the casino business, who say, that's not possible. Well, I'm sorry, squawkers, it's possible. And it's not only possible, it's essential. You got to do it, and you can only do it with progressive betting. And again, the casinos will tell you, dealers will tell you, pit bosses will tell you, floor managers will tell you, anybody in a fancy bloody $3,000 suit will come up to you and tell you progressive betting is a very bad idea. You shouldn't do that because it'll cost you, But they don't correct the idiots down table who are falling off their stools drunk or behaving like crazy Cody Burn Money, and just chucking hundreds of thousands on the table in no particular order with no plan. They don't say anything to those people, but because you started progressive betting, they'll say, don't want to do that. No, too dangerous. That's the weirdness, It's just strange. Anyway, that's me done ranting again for a little bit. See you later.